Hello everybody, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. We're starting a brand new campaign. Because the Russian one got deleted, we are now the Admiral of the United States. So, our fleet right now is empty. So we better design something. First off, I've got some plans for this campaign. We're doing fast battleships and fast ships only. So anything below 23 knots is a no-go. Anything below 28 is considered slow. It will be considered slow for the fleet. So we're going to be doing fast battleships mostly. That means that I've got to make them super light so I can put as much in the engine. Like this one's 3,000 tons. We want that one. Now, because we're doing high speed, because I want to do high speed for all these ships, it's going to sacrifice a lot on the firepower and the armor. My doctrine is basically, if it can go fast enough, it should be able to outrun anything that can actually damage it. It should be able to stay at such a range that it will be able to strike with its main guns without being hit back. And if so, the blows will be so weak that it might as well not even hit. I'm gonna put 16-inch guns on this ship. Okay. Now, would a quadruple be better? Have to see if we have weight by the end. Because if we don't, then I'll change one of the twins for a quadruple. So we're doing 16 twins. No side mounted guns. Secondary. So we're going to be firing at range most of the time, since that's the idea. Is going to be 8s and 6s. So that's how only 8 so we can fit. The rest 6s. Then sure, we'll put some 6-inch casemates. Okay, 28 knots, 93% full. Not the best. We still want to be able to survive some hits. So we'll do Citadel. Does Turtleback save us weight? Nope, it costs even more weight. Okay, we're gonna have to cut back on the range. Back on the range. Okay. I'm gonna have to cut back on speed. That's the only thing I can physically cut back on. It's the only thing I got the weight to cut back on. It's like, this is our capital ship. We can't afford it being sunk by a couple of torpedo boats. Even though I want speed, I also want it to be able to hit things. So yeah, I'm just gonna sort all this out, sort out what armor scheme I want. What can these pen? Ah, the range I want to keep. 7.4 to 30. 31 inches. Okay, we'll do 16, 12, and 12. Which means we're going to have to wind it back to 26 knots. Even less. Okay, can I save on belted armor by pulling those back? And then removing the 8-inch guns. And pulling that back as far as it will go. Still way over max. Okay, we're gonna do 33,000 tons. Yeah, we still need a secondary tower. Okay. I'm gonna have to do the minimal, because we are running out of weight quickly. Put that there. Now that can turn fine. Okay, we're gonna do barbettes 3. Do tube powder. Standard loading should be perfectly fine for this ship. So we might wind back to. Okay, we already got anti-torpedo. Gonna need double hull bottom and reinforced bulkheads. We do have turbo electric. About geared turbines. So geared turbines gives us the best weight. 24 knots. 22 knots. 22 knots is fairly slow. This might be our slowest ship in the fleet, because I don't want to do anything slower. I think it would be quite stupid for me to call it a fast ships campaign if I'm doing 26. Like if I'm doing lower than 26. So superstructure only needs 0.5 inches. Put all the conning tower armor on. We're going to find someone to save weight, so we might do decreased the shells. And then take some of the bulkheads away. And then go to oil burning stuff. Can we get to 24 knots? We get to 23 knots. Okay, I should be able to shed like a tiny bit of armor off and be fine. 30 tons over. So we're gonna just scrape half an inch of armor off there. Not even half an inch. Like a 0.3 of an inch. And this ship is the Louisiana class. Okay. Next it's going to be our battle cruisers. We only have access to one. Now, I should have just built battle cruisers from the start, but I guess we'll live and learn. Got 2nd gen cage masts for it. For the Alaska. Now, I'm still looking at looks, but not really. Go for 2 tall funnels, put oil burns, geared turbines for 28 knots. Gonna be doing crop 5, all or nothing, reinforced 2. This is gonna be our main capital ship. That battleship is pretty much gonna probably do nothing the whole campaign. And this is gonna be what does the most stuff. Shaft 3, torps. Okay, guns time. Now we can get up to 16-inch guns here, but I think we'll do 15s. There and there. Do medium superimposed. The 15s are fairly large. Here's what I'm actually going to do with this ship. So we're going to move this one, the whole superstructure and stuff, back as far as possible. And then we are going to get the very tall, we're going to get the enlarged superimposed barbette. Tall superimposed, never mind. And we'll get some 16s, quadruple 16s. Oh, that's triple. So yes, we are kind of doing a like an Iowa with triple 16s. So yeah, that doesn't work. We need slightly smaller, maybe medium superimposed. We should be able to fit the 16s on now. And got to scoot it forward a little bit, but then it should be fine. Alaska's going to be our ranger. We're gonna have to cut some stuff. Above at 3. Got oil already, so we can't cut back on that. We can do. Will any of this move him down? TNT, tube powder. Gonna have to do at least 14. Anything less is unacceptable. Never mind, we have to do less. 8, 6, 6. Cut down on range to save weight. Oh, we can up the displacement more, which changes a lot of stuff. We can now move these back more. Pull this back, saving on Citadel armor. Okay. That helps us a bunch because earlier we were nowhere near close enough to the thing. I'm gonna do 6s. 6 and... oh, we don't have any casemates. 6 and 2s. There we go. That's almost the Alaska done. 22. Thickest conning tower. Almost the thickest conning tower. Yeah. If these things start blowing up, I don't know what to do. Small pit, pull 6, fire. Just looking stacked up fire. Okay, we're going to do 2-inch 2s. 2-inch 1s. They don't even fit. I'll just have the 2-inch 3s that are on the turrets. The Alaska's now done. We'll do the light cruiser now. Because I don't know if we can get a heavy cruiser up that quickly. Let's just see what we can do with a heavy cruiser first. Not that one. Not that one. That one. I like this one. Okay, triple funnel. Here. Main cage mast. Not doing cage masts. Okay, what about this one? About this one. Okay. That's done. We're gonna do 8s. Duels. This thing's going to be our main anti-light cruiser ship. So we want as much smallish caliber guns as possible, so we can get as much rapid fire. Okay, put note to self. The St. Louis class is mainly anti-cruiser. This needs to be able to go at least 28 knots to keep it in line with the main ships. Give us crop 2. Give us reinforced 1. Anti-flood 2. Turtle back. Anti-torp. Double hull. Ox 2. Shaft 2. Cap ballistic, soft capped, TNT, tube powder, semi-automatic. Still doing stereo because I think we're gonna see a bit further. So do 6-inch armor. Max here. Cut that down to 3. Cut that down to 2.4. Cut that down to 2. Cut that down to 2. Cut that down to 1. Cut that down to 4.3. Cut the range a tiny bit. Okay, St. Louis's are done. Save them. We are now going to build our light cruiser, which may build up the bulk of the fleet because it can travel so fast. They're cheap. I like this design about Scout Cruiser. That one's nice and flat. This one's got some weird barbettes there. I'll see what happens. So, refit Dreadnought Tower. We put Dreadnought Towers on this thing? Okay. Then we do the watchtower here. Move that back to there. Makes the watchtower have actually a bit of purpose. And one of those. Engine efficiency is terrible right now. We'll fix that up with turbines. Shaft. That. Crop that. Move it back more so we can have at least. Might do 4 stackers. So let's see. Okay, so engine efficiency is 90%. We'll just do 32 flats. The pitch and roll is terrible because we're a bit top heavy. I'm gonna admit that. 5-inch guns nestled there. 5-inch guns there, and should be able to get one on there. There. Torpedo launchers. There. There and there. Okay, at the front. Put 2s. 3s there. Then our barbettes. Then we can put our Bull 5 here and here. The Olympia class is pretty much done because armor light cruisers at this era is extremely. It's not that worth it because they either explode, burst into flames, or quickly sink. So I'm just gonna try and make this thing as good as I can make it. Just gonna have depth charges because these are gonna be our main fleet protectors. That looks pretty good. What's the balance like? Fine. We'll do max central armor. We do have the budget, so we'll armor these a bit more. Okay. 1-inch that. 2-inch that. 5-inch that. Okay, that is the Olympia class. Finished. Okay, we're gonna have probably 2 types of destroyers, a fleet destroyer and a like coastal destroyer. Okay, we've got modern destroyer. The modern destroyer is pretty good. Is the flush destroyer full flush tech? What the hell are these? I do not like those, so we're just gonna do modern destroyers. So, secondary tower with large barbette. It's going to be taking up most of the room. Funnel big. 1, 2. 35 knots. 35 knots. Oil, gear turbines. Just gonna get these to be able to turn on a dime. They're going to have 5-inch no, we're gonna do 4 dual 4s. One there, and one there. Main tower, small refit tower. No. We're gonna have to actually move some stuff around. Did not expect us to have to do that. Probably should have. Torpedoes. Put some there, like kind of hidden. And can we get some singular deck torpedoes? To make the beam wider. Okay, super wide beam. Which does decrease our engine efficiency. We're going to increase tonnage a bit. Increase it a bit more. Decreases it a bit more. So move this here. Now we might be able to put some torpedo launchers. Okay. Two on it, one of each side is better. Then 2. Do semi-automatic just to get those firing as quickly as possible. And advanced mine sweeper. These things are not going to do mine laying at all. Do increased amount of torpedoes. And Hydro 3. And sure, we're going to protect that and the main belt and the main deck. Gonna give everything the max armor that we can afford. Okay, top, sides, length. Do we have casemates? No, we do not have casemates. Can we fit any smaller guns anywhere? No. That ship is slightly overweight. That is that ship done. This will be our fleet destroyer. This thing will stay with the main fleet. Scout. Do tons of stuff. So we're gonna build one more ship. Kind of like a main torpedo destroyer. Because the others are not really torpedo destroyers. The other one is like it's just a destroyer. Maximum size so we can fit the max torps on there. Gonna do just the targeting tower, because this whole thing is gonna be built to just launch torpedoes. Nothing more, nothing less. 230. Okay. Gonna do 40. We can push 38 knots. This thing's whole only job is get in and get back. It's not made for prolonged combat. Now, can we put torpedoes here? Alright, we're gonna do the gap again. This time we're gonna do gonna need a main gun, so the threes on the back, and then torpedoes. Okay. So we fit as many torpedoes as physically possible. We put pull that down. Fine, we'll do 20. We'll do 35 knots. Still fairly fast. But allows us to improve the ship in every other way that is physically possible. Super heavy shells, because we want it to make these fully electric. Fast 20-inch increased. No coincidence. Okay, maybe we want to do super heavy. Can we do heavy? Can we do standard? Can we do hydraulic? Can we do standard loading? Can we do reduced ammo? Can we do standard ammo? Can we do standard torpedoes? Can we do double hull potting? Okay. Yeah, this ship's done. Oh, can we do 36? No, 35 is max. 35.5. Okay. Yep, max tonnage we can do. So I'm gonna make sure the designs are saved. And that will be the end of the setup video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more. The second video in the series will be out next Friday, I would say. Thursday or Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.